Well, the onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Ready. Mike, 49. Watch the run.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. He finds an opening past the 40 and finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
From the 50, Newton. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it second and short.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Grant. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Great.
They snap it to Newton. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Great.
Here's Newton. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability and a sack result.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. D. Ford. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, Newton. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida trying to run inside, but nothing there. It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Looking to throw on second down. Garoppolo, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber. Whip, whip. Watch the whip. Hey, alert, alert, alert.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Here's Switzer, and when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
It's now 2nd and 6. At the 34-yard line.
That's it. 180. Yeah. Gun, gun. 20. 49 to Mike. Watch 49 over over. 49. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Check, 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 check.
Throwing again on second down. Newton. And it's incomplete. Broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Flushed out right. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. They fake the give. Newton. They'll roll him out right. He'll run it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
Ready? White 33. Great, great.
They'll run on first down. It's Grant. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
What's that? 188. Gun, gun, gun. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check.
On second down now, it's Grant. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here we go. 180! Mike, hey, watch the slant. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight.
They run with Breida. Fights through, and now a crease. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
20.
Newton now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Check 43. Kill. Tight dog. 8. Gun. Express. Wide motion. 49's the mic. Watch 49. Pass. 49's the mic.
From the gun, here's Newton. It's complete to Grant. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
On first down, Newton. His throw incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
49's the mic. Watch 49. You're not ready. 49.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Third and long, it's Newton. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 45 yards.
And the Steelers first down.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Grant. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Gun. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Newton finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he finds McDonald. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Come on now, let's go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A shotgun snap for Newton. This will be caught at about the 5. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 2nd and goal from the 1. Newton throwing again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
49's the mic. Watch 49. Shut. It's going to be a long day on offense. It's going to be a long day. 49. 49's the mic. 49's the mic. Check pass. Check pass.
Now Newton on 3rd and goal. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point put through by Boswell, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
11.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
Here we go. What do you need?
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
21. Here we go.
Check. Topper!
He's coming, double up. Check 31.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And an alley to run. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. This fielded at the 2. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the second up in Seattle. And it's an early lead there for the Saints. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Shit. 57. Mike.
Now Newton escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Watch one.
Hey, here we go.
Gun.
Watch the pass. Check safety. Slam. Get him on.
West. 8.
On first and 10, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
I'm coming after you. Watch twins. 2 seconds. 49 to Mike.
Newton now to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. operating from the gun. Newton. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. A final shot before the break. Newton. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check. 21. Hey, come on. Mike 50.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Hey, gun. Mike 50.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Grant, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. On the return is Pettis. Able to power through. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. 21. Here we go. 50. Go. 55.
You better bring it. You better.
13.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
I'm coming, baby. Woo!
I got this.
You got to get moving, man. Move.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounces good.
All right, just checking.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here we go.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Mike's 50. Hey, gun. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike.
Garoppolo now. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Gun.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Got an open man, it's Washington. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Here's Newton. And he he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. From his end zone, Newton on 3rd and long. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing. Oh, now Breida loses it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Check my 21.
From the 39, Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
20. Express. Staying open. Mike's 49. Mike's Hayward. Man out. Here we go.
Out of the gun, Newton. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Gun. What we got? Hey, switch gears. Truck. No. 20.
To throw on 3rd down. Newton looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first.
Great. It's going to be
On 4th down, Newton. He's going to loft one deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Corey Grant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Boswell good with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Matt Breida out of Georgia Southern now in his third year in a 49er uniform. He was tough to keep off the field last year. Very good yards per carry, 5.3 on 153 attempts. Good for over 800 yards rushing. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
11.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
He's checking the crowd.
11.
55. Right there in the middle. Here we go.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
I got you.
Go now.
Go ahead.
Hey, check Mike 21.
They run again with Breida.
Go.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 30. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 of the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Switch it.
Throwing again. Newton. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Newton. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Newton to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
And the Steelers 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Newton. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. Throwing on third and long. Newton. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Here we go on fourth. Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And they're not able to convert on fourth down.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. They're all through now in that game in Tampa. And it was the Bucs coming away victorious there. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Well, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Newton. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
Cannot finish a game on a defensive penalty. That's why they get one more untimed attempt.
Gun.
Here we go.
49 the mark.
One last throw here for Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the 49ers, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.